Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy VII. Yes, I'm sorry about last time. I didn't realize that video was as short as it was. I think what I did was I tried to, well, when I was looking for that Malbro, I think I forgot to turn my timer off, so I thought the video was longer than it was. I didn't think it was a really long video, but I kind of thought it was, you know, hovering around 15 minutes and not 10. So, well, I might go a little longer with today's episode if, maybe, I don't know. Anyway, this is Shizo? I guess that's how you pronounce that? I don't know. Anyway, the left head absorbs ice, the right head absorbs gravity, they're both, the right head absorbs fire, and they're both immune to gravity. So, what you want to do with this one, I already got Big Guard. No, I didn't get Big Guard up. I got Regena. Okay. So yeah, even though they each absorb an element, they're not weak to anything in particular. So, your best bet is multi-targeting spells and physical attacks, because, you know, you could use Trine, but it's not that powerful. Magic Breath, the new tech that we just got, or enemy skill, is pretty good, but it's both fire, ice, and lightning elemental, so they'll absorb, you know, because anything that's tri-elemental or multi-elemental carries both effects, and if you absorb one, you absorb the whole thing. They'll absorb all the damage and it'll be pretty pointless. So basically, you want to use your summons, do some pretty good damage. They each have 18,000 HP. So you do want to take the, try and get them down on HP relatively quickly. Well, it'll take a while, but that's kind of what you want to do. And the only other thing we can really do, because of the way I have my materia and all that set up right now, is just attack with normal attacks and use Comet. Comet's a very interesting spell, because the first one hits once, Comet, and then you get Comet 2 as the materia levels up. And once you get Comet 2, it actually hits multiple times. It can be quite powerful. I think it hits 4 times. It's specifically good for a single target, not multiple targets, but oh well. Let's see. No, I don't want to target you. Yeah. For whatever reason, it's always nearly impossible to target the right side. I think I killed the right side. That's probably why. I always have issues. Anyway, the right side you can actually steal a Protect Ring from if you care to do so. Not that it's really all that good. All it is auto protect and auto shell, or barrier and barrier, and that's basically all it is. Considering the fact that we are going to want to cast Big Guard as soon as we get into any battle, any boss battle, there's not a lot of point in that, considering that's going to put both of our barriers and even haste on. The only one that's really of all that use would probably, in terms of items that give you auto such and such, would be the sprint shoes that give you auto haste, and that's just because you can go quickly enough, it'll let you go a little faster to cast it. And he attacked us one final time and then died. Yeah, not too challenging at this point in the game. While I was off screen, I unequipped the ribbons and gave Cloud and Tifa back the champion belts, and I also gave, Cloud the fire armlet that I picked up in place of the dragon armlet. You're gonna go faster, you're going too slow. I don't have time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. I don't know why I seem to like that meme a lot. Whoa. Not that it matters that we can control Cloud here, but that's pretty cool. That is some cool imagery. Definitely like that. A mix of colors, Not a lot of the time that they show white energy, in this game, for one. But even in general, unless it's just, very basic healing abilities. A lot of the time when they show white energy, that's all it is, and it's kind of boring that way. But here, it's something different. I wonder what that could possibly be, Cloud. We've only been talking about this on like 6, well, not really 6 different occasions, but a bunch of different occasions now. Took what energy? So small, it's a massive crater. Alright, I need to throw on a new material while I'm here. I already have it on, never mind. Might as well heal up after the boss fight. And there is a new enemy we can find here. Actually, 2 new enemies. So let's see if we can find them. And this is the first one, the bomb. Bombs are not very important. Let's use... oops. Some limit breaks. Because I'm not going to use that one. Let's beat the crap out of this guy with some limits. Maybe if I do enough damage, he won't, you know, blow up and deal lots of damage. So that would be nice. I think if you do enough damage, you can take him right out. Not that I seem to do it very often, but there we go. A lot of the time he seems to want to self-destruct on me, and of course that does damage. I believe that's Dark Bomb or Dark Grenade or something like that, the name of that enemy. Anyway, there's one more enemy. Let's see if I can find it. Here we go, the other new enemy. This is Gigas. And the only interesting thing about this guy is what you can steal. What's really annoying about this guy is the fact that his attack animation is so slow. Best way to deal with this guy is L4 Suicide, and then of course a normal attack. However, this is going to cause this guy to counter, and I'm going to fast forward through his counters because it takes way too long. You can use Quake 3. He almost never uses Quake 3 on me. Normally, he almost always uses his normal attack. But, whatever. Anyway, you can steal the Gigas armlet from this guy, and I'm going to go and steal one more, just in case I want them for later, just so that you remember what the Gigas armlet is. It's this one with no materia growth. But it has an additional 30 to strength, so you could deal a lot of physical damage when using these. I don't really care for it all that much, at least right now while I'm working on some materia still. But if there ever comes up a point where I don't need to work on a lot of materia at all, or I'm equipping a lot of mastered materia, then this could be pretty useful. Anyway, I'm going to steal one more, and then I'll be right back. Okay, there we go. I'm back. Stole another one, and got through that battle. Back to Sephiroth. Haven't you guys been traveling around looking for Sephiroth this entire time? Anyway, this is the point in the story where Tifa is forced into your party. Yeah, basically what happens here is she's forced in. If you don't have her in your party, you'll get an option to change your party members, but I don't need to do that right now. And Sid, unfortunately, still has not learned his next level of Limit Break. He probably was pretty close, except for the fact that, you know, by the time he got his limit, the bombs decided to go kamikaze, and, yeah, that didn't end very well. Sid died without being able to use his limit. That was not nice. Anyway, we've got the Neo Bahamut materia here. Might as well give that to her here. I don't need to work on so many all materias, do I? No, not really. That one there. For Neo Bahamut. That one on there. Too many all materials. Don't really need them all. And now we enter into an interesting area. That's... what is it? Doom. Well, it's not only is it physically, you know, in terms of physical attributes, what it looks like, the area we're heading into is quite interesting, but this area of the game, or this stage of the game, is also quite interesting because we're about to head into, I don't know, an hour to 2 hours, well, probably closer to 2 hours, in terms of gameplay of just storyline. So, if you're looking for battles. There's a couple more, and then we're going to go into a long-winded explanation of things, and we're going to go and develop some characters, and pretty much progress with the plot now. And now, why is Hojo back? Didn't he quit when he was in... Oh, where was it? Costa del Sol? Why is he back here? Is he... I see Rude there, and I'm assuming that Rude is kind of there to keep guard on him, and they've kind of brought him against his will because they need his expertise on this. Sephiroth's been all over the place. We've been following him the whole game. Anyway, just took a drink there. And let's continue on. And as you can see, they got knocked back. That is kind of to inform you what they just say there, but they don't really need to say it. And what do we get? High potion, pointless. Another high... Oh, that's an ether. Okay. And wait till it slows down. That's probably pretty good there. Run through it. Hopefully we don't get knocked off. There is a penalty for getting knocked off, and it's not like you get knocked down or anything like that, or lose HP. These guys I don't have listed in my bestiary, but they're not all that challenging. Yeah, this is a weird looking attack that doesn't do all that much. No, I'm not going to wade through that. It takes too long. Yeah, not a lot to these guys. I believe they have about 1500 HP, and I guess that attack inflicts sadness. Go figure. Anyway, I should probably do up a bestiary for this area. I'm still working off my bestiary for Gaia's Cliffs. Let's cure those status elements there. Those are annoying. Don't need those. Yeah, but like I was saying, with the wind there, you can't really fall off. And another new enemy. I'm assuming this is an Ironite. Hey, look at that. It looks kind of like it does in Final Fantasy IX. Though the one in 9 looks a lot more intimidating. And they can use sleep. I don't know what they're weak to. Like I said, I haven't done up a bestiary yet. I just keep running into battles every time I try and finish a sentence. The Whirlwind guys. They are the Whirlwind areas. You don't get kicked off. Nothing really happens other than you get forced into a battle with an enemy that I will want to show off. And here's a Kaiser Knuckle, which, if I remember right, is a piece of junk. Why would you want this? Dragon Claw is so much better. Anyway, whatever. Keep heading upward through the long, winding... pathway, and apparently I'm a drunk because I can't seem to do anything. Sculpture. Let's avoid these guys. Show off Neo Bahamut. I haven't shown that off yet. Just got it. So a little more elaborate than the original Bahamut sign. Considering it defies the laws of gravity. Apparently I can't stop slurring words today. That's just great. Serves me right to record an episode really late at night, and I'm tired because I worked all day. Normally that wouldn't be a big thing, but I'm about to get, I think it's like 35 hours worth of overtime on this check. So I'm a little tired. I haven't made an episode of this game in well over a week. Good thing I had some episodes in the queue so that, you know, could fill in the blanks while I was just simply too exhausted to make any episodes. But hopefully that'll slow down now. My hours shouldn't be quite so bad, at least over the next few weeks. Who knows what it'll be after that. And here we get this little thing. Yeah, there you go. Now, I do want to get a bestiary for this fight, so I'm going to take a quick pause break and I'll find it and I'll be right back. Okay, I was wrong. There's nothing interesting that they have in terms of weaknesses. The only reason I wanted some information about them is because of their Arrow 3 attack, and I assumed that because they had the Arrow 3 attack, they would also have some kind of like a weakness to wind or an absorption to wind, but no, there's nothing really to note about them. About 2000 HP, that's about it. And now, we're gonna simply wait for this to die down here. There we go. I always try, pretty much every time I play this game, I misjudge the distance of where I am relative to, what is that word? Oh, oops. I need MP, don't I? Let's give you another. Relative to, I don't know. Trying to find out where I am relative to the wind on that one, especially with that one. And there's actually one more. What are you doing? Those are your followers. Why would you do that? This body. Why is there a heartbeat? Might? With that sinister heartbeat and the color of the screen changing, I wonder. Our purpose? Who are you? What is going on? There's a save point up there. A treasure chest. Apparently I'm going to go up there where those who carry Genova cells. Okay. Who's the master? Foamy is the Lord and Master. Anyone who gets that, bonus points. I'm not keeping track of points. Much too tired for that. Okay, the heartbeat's increasing. Now what? And there we go. And we're dead. Game over. I guess I was supposed to press a button, or... No, of course that's storyline event. Just not storyline enough that we're all dead, as in the case with Eris. And as this music suggests, we're not fighting Sephiroth. We are fighting... another Genova. Can't remember if this Genova is weak to anything. Really doesn't matter. Big guard, regen, and might as well throw a couple of summons at it. You know what? I will check. One sec. Okay. Not much to tell about this guy, or girl, whatever, monster. Immune to gravity, and uses mostly fire attacks, so, you know, fire elemental would have been nice, but, you know, I don't really need it at this stage of the game. Everything pretty easy. So we can just skim past this since you've already seen Alexander. And this is like a fire version of, or that attack was anyway, a fire version of, oh, what's that spell? Aqualung. Again, not that it really does anything. And we've shown the summon, so I'll just fast forward to the animation since it takes forever anyway. And yes, she can inflict silence, which is not really all that worthwhile considering my normal attacks do more than most spells do at this point in the game. Not to mention the combination between my speed plus materia and big guard. I'm so fast that she doesn't get a chance to do much of anything if I'm actually trying to take her out. Nothing much you can steal. I don't think you can steal anything from her actually, but once she starts attacking, she unfortunately does not bugger off. She likes to attack 4 or 5 times before she lets up. But once she finally does let up, you can pummel away at her, and she falls down dead. And Comet levels up. Nice. You also earn a reflect ring for defeating her, which gives you auto reflect, which we'll never use because it's just not worth it. What's that? Could it be the Genova reunion? This is the part of the game where I did not want to even address it. Basically, some people interpret these lines here as, we haven't been chasing after Sephiroth, we've been chasing after Jenova. The way I see it is, well, can't really go into the details too much because I would ruin a plot line, which, of course, the game takes forever to explain. But, yeah, it is Sephiroth that we've been chasing, and it isn't, and that'll become more apparent over time. Basically, it seems that Jenova has had a lot of influence in the Sephiroth that we have been chasing. Put it that way. And I can say that without ruining anything because they just said the real Sephiroth is just beyond here. What's releasing a powerful will from within the wound? What are you talking about, Cloud? Anyway, we've got the black materia. We got it back, and no fanfare, no, surprise, no, really being excited because the idiot actually carried it on him when we beat the crap out of him. Okay. Well, that at least makes sense. So, excuse me. We can't give the black materia to anyone in our party, and oddly enough, you would assume we could give it to pretty much anyone else. But, can't give it to you. Don't want to give it to you. Yeah. No, you don't want to do it. And you don't want to do it. Basically, you have two choices. Red 13 or Barret. And that doesn't really matter. I'll give it to Red 13. I usually give it to Barret, but I can't remember what Red says in terms of his dialogue when we do this. So, anyway. Don't give it to anyone. Oh, well, that's good advice. Anyway. Let's find Sephiroth. So, everyone's going to stay behind here, and we're going to continue on. And here we get an MP Turbo materia, which... Game, not while I'm talking, please. And the with Poison Ring, I think it absorbs Poison Elemental. Might as well at least look at that, I guess. Drains poison and protects against the status poison. What else did I get? MP Turbo. Pair that, it's another blue materia. There it is. You pair it with another magic, or I believe it even accounts for summons as well, but I'm not 100% sure on that. I almost never use it, so I don't know. But it will increase the power of the spell for a little extra MP. Not a lot of point to using that. I'd probably use it with Comet before I used it with anything else. Or, if it works with summons. I really can't remember, because like I said, I never use it. By the time you can get any materia that deals decent damage and also get that, you have either something better to pair it with, or your normal attack will do more damage anyway. So, that's all the time I have for this episode, which did end up going, reasonably long, so that's good. And yeah, I will see you guys next time.